Hey everybody, Tom Barnes Stories from the 78 here at the Merchandise Mart at Here Market. And this is the place you want to know about if you are any kind of foodie whatsoever, because they have everything that you want from any Chicago restaurant here and beyond. Take a look at this. I'm going to talk to one of the founders now for this story from the 78 and how you can get one of these packages delivered up to your own house. But look at, they have Stephanie Izard stuff all over. That is this story from the 78. I mean, James Beard restaurant, you go there for the quality, the food, and you can take some of that home with you. And that's what this box is right here. And I'm with my friend Disha
Hi.
of Here Market. Hi, Disha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. So, Here Market, you guys are 20 months old, so not very old.
Nope.
Startup here on the fifth floor of the Mart. That's the space that we're in here. So it's like a startup vibe, and you guys are like the little engine that's doing the whole thing right
That's
now.
right. That's right. So we're an online marketplace, basically that connects consumers with chefs and food entrepreneurs. Really, our big mantra is helping restaurants and chefs go into retail and build their retail brands.
I see.
Yeah, so it all started 20 months ago when we were all just coming out of the pandemic.
Right.
And a lot of restaurants and chefs who kind of worked in the hospitality scene were starting to get a little more creative with what else they could do outside the challenging restaurant industry.
Right,
'Cause
to expand their brand almost, right? Because a lot of people go to restaurants because of the chef alone, right? Not just the space, but the chef and their quality and the specific things they make.
Right. And so I wouldn't say a pivot, but an extension into retail was a natural next step for a lot of these restaurant groups, hospitality groups, and chefs. However, running a restaurant and running a direct-to-consumer brand or a retail brand, taking it to mass distribution, a whole different ball game.
So that's where you guys come in.
That's exactly where we come in. So these chefs make incredible flavors and incredible products that consumers are actually looking for. They're looking way beyond the grocery store aisles. However,
Like a lot of the stuff you can't find anywhere. It's
exactly.
only here or at the actual restaurant itself.
That's right. So a lot of times what happens is they'll sell it like on their restaurant website,
Yeah.
but the reach is very localized.
Yes.
Right? But there are consumers nationwide who are looking for these flavors.
And that's where you started off. You started off just talking mostly about or distributing Chicago restaurants to people because Chicago spreads far and wide, right?
That's right.
You know, but now you have shipping nationwide.
That's
and
right.
also other places from around the country you're also shipping, but it started because of Chicago.
That's right. So when we first started, our thesis actually was we were connecting local demand with local supply, especially during the pandemic when the farmers markets shut down, many distribution channels shut down, right? And there was no one place for Chicago to convene and buy chef-driven or artisanal food products.
And that's what we have here, specifically with the James Beard box here.
Right.
So walk me through what we have in here.
So this is the 2023, what we call the James Beard Alumni Chicago box. So every single product in here is by a chef who's been nominated for a James Beard Award. So for example, there's Luella Southern Popcorn by Chef Darnell Reed. There is gnocchetti from Monte Verde by Chef Sarah Grunberg. There is Pickled Golden Beets by All Together Now. They're actually nominated this year.
Wonderful.
There is Achar, which is by Wazvan, another amazing chef who has been nominated this year for a James Beard Award. But then we also have the Chicago staples like Chef Stephanie Izard and her chili oil. And then we have the hazelnut dukkha, which is from Galit. It's the one Michelin star restaurant in Lincoln Park serving Israeli food if you've been there. So that's our 2023's Refresh James Beard box. But in addition to that, Tom, we have such emerging brands on the platform. So for example,
do a la carte.
We do a la carte. So you can buy a box, right? And these do actually really well with gifts because when people are like trying to gift that foodie friend of them something special.
It's a step up from maybe what other options have been historically in the market, right?
Yeah, I won't name names, but you know, the typical.
Sure, they're lovely, but this
yeah.
this is a different kind of foodie. If you
That's
will.
right. That's right. But we also have like outside the restaurant and the chef space, we also have some emerging talent that's in Chicago. They're just food entrepreneurs, right? So for example, we have the Chicago sauce.
Which I can't believe I've never heard of this, but
Right.
that sounds amazing.
It is like the 7 ingredients that go on a Chicago hot dog all put together in one sauce.
So what do you put it on, a hot dog?
Yeah, you put it on a hot dog, or you can put it on many other things.
Spaghetti if you
Yeah.
want, if you really want to do
A
that.
hamburger,
or maybe a
yeah.
tamale. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe a tamale or empanada. There we go.
Yeah, you could get really creative with the
Yeah,
sauce.
for sure.
Right? So this does really well.
Spaghetti.
If you've been to SKY,
Mm-hmm.
Chef Stephen Galanders is now doing a Calabrian chili crisp oil,
Oh, wow.
which is a real twist on the regular chili crisp oil that you might find at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you, one of my favorites is Carolyn Crisps. These are cheddar cookies, for lack of a better word. They're 100% gluten-free vegan. You would not know you're eating a
Come on.
gluten-free vegan cheddar biscuit. It is to die for.
And this is just the elevated food that you're talking about, something like that.
That's exactly right. A female founded. She is, I'm telling you, this is a brand to watch out for. We also have people like Long Table Pizza.
You told me
Oh,
that
Long Table Pancake, I'm sorry.
Right, and this is the one that broke the internet. You
This
were
is the
telling me
one that
about it
broke the
earlier.
internet. They were on Shark Tank in January, and I tell you, we were back ordered for months and months and months. We literally had to stop sales on the platform because we couldn't keep up with
Good
the traffic.
problem to have, huh?
Great problem to have.
And that kind of women founder one that you talked about, that's another box that you have as well.
That's right.
You have different boxes, not just the James Beard one.
Yeah, we have many different types of boxes. We have what we call the exclusive restaurateur. We have something called the Chicago Essentials, which is, if you think about Chicago, what do you think of? You think of giardiniera, you think of some nice beef sausage and jerky, all of those things kind of curated and put together in a box. The female founded boxes do really well. We have gluten-free boxes to, we have a lot of really nice creators who are working on very niche type of categories. So for example, we have a creator who is building crackers for folks that are on a low FODMAP diet. What is that? Is people who have IBS or
Yeah.
digestive issues. And those crackers are doing so
I bet
phenomenally.
people miss that, eating the food that they grew up eating and that they love, right?
Right,
That's
but
amazing.
these are things that are hard to find.
Yeah.
And their creators here are being so innovative with some of these products.
So these are things that you have here. What's the website people can go to order these things?
Yeah, it's called hereheremarket.com.
And you also have a part of a store at the Hancock, right?
We do. We have a slightly smaller selection is available at the Hancock. So if you're in the area, you can go purchase like you would purchase in a retail store. And
Get a
then
little sample, if you will.
a little sample. And then you can order it for shipping. But if you're local to Chicago, you can also do curbside pickup here at the Merchandise Mart.
Wonderful. This is great. 20 months in, and I imagine you guys are adding things as you go, right?
Yes.
As a
Yes.
demand or new innovation pops up.
Right. And we're also helping creators kind of build products and launch their brands because, kind of this is every chef or food creator, I should say, is a micro or a macro influencer. They already have a loyal fan base, and what we're trying to help them do is mobilize this fan base so they can recreate restaurant experiences at home, or they can recreate kind of their favorite dish meal by buying something for their pantry at Here Market.
And you have there's the stock right back there, ever growing. We probably won't even be in this space in a year,
Yeah.
but I wish you all the best with
Thank you
this
so
business.
much.
The website one more time for people to check this out.
Hereheremarket.com.
Well, you heard that. How about that? That's a great story. TomBarneyChicago at gmail.com if you have a story of your own. Storiesfromthe78.com to follow this video. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.